Alright. Hi Sandra, thank you for coming here today. We spoke on the phone just a little bit regarding the stresses you've been experiencing and your marriage. So I just want to know, like on a scale of 1 to 10, like how stressed out are you right now?
Right now, definitely at like a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Like what has changed from the moment we spoke to now, like that's causing you to be at a 10?
Well, when we spoke, my husband was just kind of talking to me about leaving.
Mm-hmm.
He actually left now.
Left.
Yeah.
And how have you been coping with him leaving?
I mean, our issue before was that I was spending a lot of time at work. And I guess like now I'm spending even more time at work now. Yeah.
So like you're using your job and like just distracting, it's like an outlet for you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just spending, like before I would used to spend like 60-hour work weeks at work, and now I'm probably doing up to like 80 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to come home. I don't want to come home to an empty home, so I just keep spending more time at work. Work makes me really, really happy, so I'd rather just spend time at work than come home and then it be empty.
Mm-hmm. Did your husband speak to you about like the reasons regarding like why he left? Like, do you have any idea?
I think it's because I was spending a lot of time at work, to be honest. Like I said, like I really like my work. There's a promotion coming up at the end of the year, so I've been working really hard to get that promotion, and then it can benefit both me and my husband and like our relationship. And he had mentioned it before that I was spending so much time, that we weren't spending a lot of time together. But I wanted to get that promotion at work, so I kept staying at work longer and longer, and then now he's left.
Okay, so it sounds like your job has affected your marriage, like spending too much time has affected your marriage, but it also sounds like your job makes you happy. It's where you want to be.
It's one of the happy things in my life, yeah. Like I really liked my marriage as well, but spending time at work, I really, really like my work. Yeah.
When would you say you notice like your marriage started to fall apart? Or like when it started to just get a little rough?
I noticed it, like maybe a little bit like he started mentioning it more to me, but I noticed it maybe a couple of days or like maybe like a week or so before he left, that we weren't talking as much anymore, that he was kind of being a little bit distant, he didn't seem as happy anymore. So then I started asking him like what was wrong, but it obviously didn't really work out because he still ended up leaving. He had mentioned it to me in the past, that he was like, you know, you're spending so much time at work, we're not spending enough time together, but I didn't really think too much about it. But yeah, I noticed it maybe a couple of weeks ago.
What else to say to that? Yeah, 4 minutes, yeah. I'm trying to like bridge into that, but like I don't want to bridge into it again. Okay, see. I'm just gonna cut that part and be like,
yeah, that can, like, you can end it right there.
So just talk about like the fact that you envisioned like your marriage to be so perfect and like so great and like, and then I guess I'll be like, oh, so like you're feeling defeated and yeah, just go for that. So
that I thought that my marriage was gonna be really good. Okay.
So if you could just like imagine like how would you imagine this things being different? Like if you could make no. Oh no. So Sandra, how would you like things to be different? Like what would you like to happen?
I mean, I wish you could come back.
Okay.
I always pictured our relationship to be like really, really happy, and we were always really happy together, and I still think that we can be very happy together. I envisioned us being like both successful and having kids, and like we don't have kids yet, but I feel like after the promotion that I would be able to start to think about having kids, and I want to start that, but I'm not. We're not able to do that anymore.
So it sounds like you were planning on working hard, like right now, to later like not have to work so much.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you were like really thinking of?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I wanted to, while we don't have kids now, I wanted to get like into work and just focus everything on that I guess I forgot about my marriage.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to do an activity with you, because you did speak about kids and like your marriage being important and your job, you enjoy your job. So the activity just consists of 3 categories. I'm going to give you a few like cards. On each category, you're just going to place the cards under which category it falls under. Okay, so we're going to have very important on that side, important and not important. So then I'm going to give you these cards. You could do it silently, you could comment as you're going, or we could just talk about it after, however you feel most comfortable. And then you're just going to place them wherever you feel is important. So if you feel like happiness is not so important, let's say, you'd place it under the not so important category, and then we'll just speak about whatever you want to share after.
Okay. Happiness. I want to be happy. Honesty. I value honesty a lot. Achievement. I value that. It's very important. Spirituality. Not as important. Loyalty. Very important. Peace. Like world peace.
Like peace in your life. Like how peace.
Very important. Even though it's not a very peaceful moment right now.
Mm-hmm.
I do want it to be peaceful. That's something that I want. Friends are important to me. Fairness is very important to me. Wisdom is important. Reason. It's important, but I don't know if it's very important. Freedom. That's very important to me. Responsibility. Variety. I like options. Relaxation. I don't think that that's as important because I'm very like devoted to my work. So like if I have to keep going and like put all of my work like into it right now and then relax eventually, then I'll do that. So I don't think that that's as important right now. Power. I want to move up in the company.
Yeah.
Humor. Yeah. Morals, definitely important. Respect, very important. Knowledge, very important. Fun, kind of goes with humor, maybe. Stability, very much, even though my life is not very stable right now. Adventure, not as important because I'd rather just focus on my job. Calm, it's important but not very important. Beauty, it's important. Creativity, it's important. Wealth, important. Popularity, I mean, I will do anything to try to get where I want to be in my life. So like even if I don't have like many friends, like I don't need to be popular to, Safety, very important. Family, very important. I think it goes up there. Love is very important. Independence, I think it's important. Very important. And success is very important as well.
Okay. Yeah. So it looks like your very important is very long. So out of the very important, so we have the not so important. So you have spirituality under not so important, and then we have important, we have wisdom, reason, calmness, beauty, creativity. Because we have a long list on very important, if you could pick out a few of them that you feel are like the most important to you, which ones would they be out of the list? Like taking a look at it.
I think success,
Success,
family,
family,
stability, wealth, and responsibility.
responsibility. Okay. So let's start with which one would you like to just start with?
I guess success.
Success.
I guess as a child, like I was always like pushed to be like very successful, and like my family was fairly poor. So I guess like I want to be, not that I want to be better than what my family was, because we were very happy as like growing up, but just I want to be more successful, and I want to be able to like provide for my family, and I guess like be the best that I can be. I don't like failure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it sounds like you want to reach your full potential, and that's why success is very important for you.
Exactly. Yeah. I want to be the best that I can be. I try to push people to the best that they can be as well. So I believe that success is something that is very important in my life.
Would you say that that's why you spend so much time at work? Because you're really devoted to the idea of getting a promotion and success.
I never thought about it like that. But yeah, I think so. I think that the fact that I'm always at work so much, and that I want that promotion that's coming up at the end of the year, I think, yeah, it's because I know that if I don't get it, I'm failing myself, because I know I could get it.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the most that I can to get that promotion because I want it.
So it sounds like you're trying your best to get the promotion, but at the same time, you are somewhat fearful of not, receiving the promotion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Do you want to talk about another one of these? Which one you feel is important?
I guess wealth kind of goes into the same thing of success.
Yeah.
I want to be able to provide for my family. Like I said, like since my upbringing, we didn't have as much money. We were fairly poor. I want wealth I want to be able to provide for my family and not be able to not or have anything missing for my children.
Yeah. Sounds like you want to change your experiences from before and just provide something different for your family, future family. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say, which one would you like to talk about next?
I guess family.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, I still love my husband. I miss him every single day. I want to have a family with him. I want to have our kids. I want to build a family with him. And family is just very, very important to me. I have a big family. We've always supported each other, and we've always been there for each other. So, that's just very important to me, and I want to build a family. I want to have a big family as well. Have that little community in my own little home. So family is very important to me, and I want to be able to provide for them. And yeah.
So you said you have a big family who's supportive. Right now, do you have someone who's helping you through the situation you're going through?
I feel like I haven't really. I'm scared to talk to my family about what is happening in my life right now. I'm scared that they're going to blame me because I'm not spending enough time with my husband. And so I'm scared that they're going to blame me. Not that they aren't a judgmental family. They'll be supportive with whatever happens, and they'll be there for me, but I'm just scared of what they're going to think about me.
Yeah. It sounds like you need this, you want the support, but just fearful of what the outcomes may be of seeking the support.
Yeah, I'm scared that they're going to think that I failed my marriage, that it was my fault, which I think it is my fault because I was spending a lot of time at my work instead of spending my time with my husband at home.
So would you say you feel defeated when you think about like your marriage and like the idea you had of how your marriage would be and how it's turned out? Would you feel like you feel defeated?
Yeah, I guess I hadn't thought about it like that, but yeah, I do feel like it is defeated. That what I wanted out of it, I wasn't able to actually get what I wanted.
Yeah, through your marriage.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one would you like to talk about next?
I guess stability. I think I want to have a stable life, and maybe that's why I'm like working so hard to then not be able to stress about like wealth and stuff, but I don't think that my life is stable right now. Yeah, I just want my husband to come back home.
Yeah. It sounds like all these four are interconnected. Like you want to be successful, you want wealth, family, and stability. But it does sound like the most important out of everything is your husband and having your family and the stability that brings for you.
Everything that I do is with him and my future children in mind.
Yeah.
But I guess that's not enough, maybe. Yeah, it's not enough, and that.
You feel you could have done more?
Or maybe I should have done less.
Less.
But yeah, I feel like I should have done more to be able to provide the happiness that he deserves as well, just because I'm thinking about my own happiness and spending a lot of time at work, but I'm not making my husband happy, and my priority should also be to make my husband happy. Yeah.
Understandable.
And then I guess
next one is responsibility.
Responsibility. I guess to be responsible with myself as well, and I don't think I'm being responsible right now because I was just thinking about myself with my job and getting the promotion, but I wasn't doing my responsibility of also being supportive to my husband. But that is very important to me, to be responsible and take actions for, like, I understand that I need to change, and I need to do something because I want my family back together.
Yeah. So you felt like you were neglecting your husband. So like you were being responsible in one area, which is job, but like you were neglecting your other responsibility, which was being with your husband and providing him the love and support he wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I should have been there. Like he was very important to me. He is very important to me still. And I do want him back.
Yeah.
I just need to figure out how I'm supposed to be able to balance both my work life and my marriage. Yeah.
Okay, so this activity was very, like, I learned about you, and I'm hoping you also learned what's important for you and values. And we spoke about family, and you said how you have supportive families. So we also know that you do have a family who would be willing to support you with the fear, of maybe being blamed for the reason it fell apart. But we do have that possibility of that being a method to cope, or just finding support through them. So that's a good thing. So I'm just gonna put this away. Have you thought about any other coping strategies? Like we spoke about family, have you thought about anything else that may help you, possibly aside from family? Anything that maybe has helped in the past when you've gone through something difficult as well?
In the past, I spent more time at work, but that also negatively affected my life. In terms of like positive, I guess it was more of like coming home and making dinner with my husband. That seemed to have like a positive effect. We spent more time together, so we weren't just like, it wasn't just like he gets home and then he makes dinner for himself and then I get home like an hour or two later,
Mhm.
and then I eat by myself. So I actually made the effort to come home, and then we would make dinner together, and then we would be spending time together. So I know that helped in the past a lot. So maybe that's something that I can suggest to him, to see if maybe we can start doing like little activities together. So
Aside from your husband and cooking together and just spending the time together, is there anything else you could think of that's helped you cope with other difficult situations? Like activities you may like that may be helpful to just, forget, or just to keep your mind busy?
I would like to go for, like, I used to like going around like for walks in my neighborhood. But now I can't really do that anymore just because it's really cold outside.
Yeah.
And that's not really, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But I used to, like in the summer, I go for walks all the time, just to kind of clear my head and just take in, like, get fresh air and stuff. But I can't, like, it's too cold. I can't do that right now.
Yeah. But it sounds like the walking and the nature and just getting outside is what really helped you in the past.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But the
I really
cold's not
like.
helping.
No, the cold. It's too cold right now.
Yeah.
And with the snow, there's too much snow on the floor. I can't. I don't want to go outside. You don't want to go outside.
Do you have any friends that you could like reach out to, like maybe help you just cope with the situation, or just keep yourself busy, with a friend?
I have a lot of like work friends. They, like, we all go out, or well, like they go out sometimes for like drinks after work. But I often don't. Like, I'll just stay at work. But I guess maybe sometimes I could, instead of staying at work, I could probably leave with them, go have drinks, even invite my husband to go with us as well.
Yeah.
That way, like, I'm leaving work, doing something else, and then spending time with my husband as well if he wants to come.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know I did double-sided. I know I did effective with feeling.
Yeah, I think you did.
What else did I need to do? Open questions I was doing the whole time.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Reflective. I don't think I did reflective, but it doesn't matter. I'll be like, oh, I didn't do enough reflecting. I don't think I reflected.
I think you did.
Maybe like once, but not enough.
You did.
I know I have enough time, so.
I think so.
Oh yeah, we're all
22.
trying to go for 22. I don't know. We're all trying to go for 22.
I think it just like happens. Like, you just start talking. So I've always been scared to be like, how am I supposed to fill like an hour of talking to my client? But we just did this in 20 minutes, and I'm like, this felt like 10 minutes.
And this is harder just because you're getting recorded. So like if you're not getting recorded, you're just talking. It's like easier.
Yeah, and you're just kind of saying anything, and you're like, okay, this, okay, that, whatever.
I just the part where I'm like, is there another one you want to talk about? And I'd be like, I should have said it differently. I shouldn't have been like, which one's the other one you want to talk about?
What's the next most important thing to you in these top 5?
So I should have said it like this and something like this. I'd rather have stuff to criticize myself than not have stuff like, what's
then be like, don't
I'm
do
just
it
the best
for with your husband.
Because, he'll distract me.
Oh, right, yeah.